Hey, it's me, Future Legacy. Just so you all know, y'all are also liable for this one because I made a post on my community tab, and the overwhelming majority of you said that I should just release it. So, yeah. And I did include in the fine print that y'all were also liable if it was crap. So, yeah. Enjoy, hopefully. Well, guess I should probably check that poll we put up on the channel to see what video was going to be made next. Well, most of the votes are probably I don't care. I should still check to see what the people who did vote other things want, and... Oh. Hey man, so how's the poll looking? Oh, well, do we get to make a whisper video? Yeah, totally. Show me the fucking poll. I think you can just take my word for it. Show me the fucking poll. Fine, okay, jeez. Huh, thought more people wouldn't care. Me too, honestly. Let's just get right into it. As usual, the ordering's all fucked because of how I did the first episode. So the first character I did for this video was Mighty. Now, here's Mighty, of course, as I previously mentioned. And of course, getting this out of the way, of course I gave him bandages because apparently I can't go a single redesigns video without giving some random character bandages. Anyway, back to Mighty. I gave him the bandages is because, well, it kind of works with who Mighty himself is. He's a character that is very physically strong. So, the bandages kind of work, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm kind of grasping at straws. I just need an excuse to put bandages on a redesign, honestly. Another redesigns trend I have is adding random-ass marks for some reason. I don't know, man. I just do it. It's an easy way to do the redesigns, and it also is effective when you do it correctly, so it works. Getting to the more interesting stuff, I gave him these brown fingerless gloves. It feels like it probably should be a reference. I don't know, though. I mean, I just kind of thought it'd be cool, and, I don't think Mighty's ever had any designs outside of the canon design, so I don't really have much to work with. Dude, aren't you forgetting art? Gee, I sure wish Mighty had more designs outside of the canon one. Okay, what's your fucking problem, dude? Why are you acting like you didn't rip these design aspects straight from the fucking Archie design? Why are you acting like Archie doesn't exist? Really, it's just because I don't like Archie, honestly. But still I had to pull some design aspects from the Archie design. Because Mighty doesn't have very many, if any, designs outside of the canon Archie design. So I didn't have much to pull from. But anyway, I gave Mighty these shoes that are basically just a fusion of his classic / canon shoes and his Archie shoes. Because, well, it just kind of works, and I think it actually turned out pretty well. I also gave him the satchel because I think it fits him and it's cool. I also gave him this sort of patch, which I actually kind of based off real life armadillos, which is cool. And also because, let's be honest, Mighty's probably gonna have his shell break like Captain America's shield in Endgame. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Now we have Metal Sonic Mach 3.0 because apparently redesigning normal Metal Sonic wasn't enough for me. I kind of feel like we brushed over Mighty a bit. Shut up. Now, for Metal Sonic Mach 3.0, I didn't want him to just be the Metal Sonic redesign, so I decided to make it very excessive. For example, I gave him these really long-ass quills, in quotations, because, well, it makes him edgier, I think. Basically, the design philosophy here was make it edgier Metal Sonic. Another thing I did was give him these blades on his arms and legs because it's really cool and also adds to that whole edgy theme I was going with because it's Metal Sonic but edgier and upgraded. I also gave him these yellow eyes to make him just that more different from Metal Sonic, and gave him this arrow-like pattern on his head as a reference to the speed he goes. Just like my Metal Sonic redesign, and I gave him this core that is powered by Chaos Energy and Hypergoon Energy, because he's supposed to be an upgraded Metal Sonic, and henceforth would have that as a thing that he can do. Finally, I gave him this cape sort of thing that's not actually a cape, it's just a very old and worn out blanket. Look, he can even wrap it around his body. Now, this is primarily based off the design of Metal Sonic Mach 3.0 in the stop motion series from the YouTuber Act Ninja, which I will leave in the description. And I decided that it'd be a blanket because it's really frickin' funny. Okay, are you just trying to do cool or funny things? Like, is that all you've been doing this entire time? Shut up, I'm the one who's been doing all the work. Anyway, moving on, now we have Eggman. Eggman, I decided to take both his classic and modern designs and just throw them together. And then I had some additional details that I thought would fit with him and as a character. Now, firstly, I want to bring up the egg lock. That's it. I brought up the egg lock. Okay. Anyway, recording, I realized that Eggman's mustache is kind of nerfed. Sorry about that. I didn't intend on nerfing his mustache. He needs his good mustache back. I apologize. I gave him this robot hand because, let's be honest, fighting Sonic, he's probably going to lose some ligaments. So, yeah. It probably has some kind of function that I didn't draw out, like, you know, creating weapons or something for Eggman to use when he's in a situation where he needs it and he doesn't have the egg lock, but yeah. I also gave him this watch that allows him to control his badniks on the battlefield and other egg tech that may just be there. Took some designs from classic Eggman's outfit as well, such as the cape, and I made him look a bit more, you know, emperor kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. And now that's pretty much wrapped up. So time to get to the final redesign of the video, I guess. That final redesign being Omega, meaning I finally finished Team Dark. Yay, I guess. So here's my redesign for Omega. It's basically just Omega's normal design, but I altered the colorations and added different details, and I'll explain them as I go along. Gave Omega a more Eggman-like color scheme, that being gold, black, and red, plus a bunch of gunmetal gray, I guess. Because, well, he is an Eggman robot after all, so it makes sense. Plus, he's an E-series, so I don't know how that applies to it, but it does, I guess. I also made Omega's eyes yellow because I kind of forgot that his eyes were supposed to be red originally. I mean, not when making the redesign, actually. It was something that happened during a Chalcola stream where I forgot that Omega's eyes were red and I said they were yellow, so yeah, it's just a reference to that. I also tried to give him some rocket launchers on his shoulders because more destruction for Omega do, and it's really funny because Omega really loves destroying shit. Originally, I think I was going for a more bulky design for Omega. However, I think his normal design is actually bulkier. Okay, I'll be honest. I feel like majority of these redesigns are very much soulless in comparison to my other ones. I just feel like I didn't really do well with them. And I've obviously not done very well explaining them, so not that good. The only one I feel like I did particularly well with was Metal Sonic Mach 3.0. And that's it, really. I'm sorry if I sounded really monotone throughout the last half of this. I am just doing this while really tired. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed and hope you have a good day, night, / whatever the fuck. Yeah, I'm not tired anymore. That was just past legacy anyway. Bye.